What's up, guys? This is Omega Liar, and oh my god, I'm excited to bring you this video. This is, well, a few things. It's not only my first MOAB, it's also my first full flawless free-for-all win. And, I have this most exciting Call of Duty moment I've ever had. I wasn't paying attention when I got it. I was just concentrating, and I just want to give you a few tips on how I got this done, and what you can do to get something like this as well. Now the first thing you'll notice is I spawned in on interchange using a Scar L with a silencer and extended mags. So obviously the 2 attachment proficiency. And my secondary weapon, which you may not have seen yet, is an MP9 with a silencer. And I guess I'll just put that up in the corner so you can see. My perk setup is Scavenger, Scavenger, Hardline, and Steady Aim. Specialist, start off with Assassin, move on to Sleight of Hand, and then after that pick up Blind Eye, and then obviously the specialty bonus. So let me just go behind the reasoning behind this. Why choose the Scar? Well, you don't need the Scar. It really just comes down to preference. Some of you may know that the Scar is, with the M4, one of my favorite assault rifles, but this one's just very good. Low recoil, so you don't need kick. It's got really good iron sights, so you don't need an optic, and so that allows you to use something like a silencer, so you can stay off radar the entire game, and you can use a extended mags for the extra ammo. And even if I'm using Scavenger, you still get extra ammo when you're using extended mags. It increases your ammo capacity by a lot. So it allows me to use my primary weapon a lot longer, because I know I'm not going to be running around too much, because I was actually going for a MOAB. I basically spent the hour before this playing Domination trying to do it, and then I was like, you know what, let me go try a free-for-all, because I have a feeling that I could probably do it there. And this is the first free-for-all. Oh, actually, the second free-for-all I played. The other one was pretty much ending. But really, what you got to do is, and I may or may not make a series about this, but there are spots on every free-for-all map, with the exception of Dome and maybe Hard Hat, where you can sit and people will just spawn on your left and right all game. And as long as you have a silencer and you have Assassin, whether you start with it or get it through your specialist perks, you can have the upper hand pretty much the entire game. So obviously at this point I have my specialty bonus, and I just ran out to get scavenger packs looking for people. And you notice that right here up behind that little crate and over there up to my left, there's a spawn. And I really took advantage of that. I didn't know about it, but I picked it up after about the time I got the specialty bonus. I began to realize that people would spawn there. So I sort of basically said to myself, why move if I'm in a free-for-all, I'm not dying, no one knows where I am, and well, I just generally have the advantage over everyone as they come. And I mean, this is how you do it. Anyone who hasn't gotten a MOAB yet, seriously, go into free-for-all, just learn the maps a little bit, even if it means going into theater mode and just scrolling as far out as possible and seeing where red names pop up the most. Find a corner near it. Because this isn't like camping in a corner in a building. This is, I'm going to go ahead and argue it, it's patrolling this entire corner of the map, because I have that long sight line all the way down in front of me right now, and I have that short sight line there. Plus, I can move out to the bus that's on my right about now. And so I am patrolling this map, well, at least this corner of the map. And yeah, it's camping, but there's no better way to get a MOAB. Getting a rushing MOAB requires a lot of luck, because getting 25 straight gun kills when you're running around, it's a mixture of players being really bad and just getting lucky all over the place, because at 25 straight, it just doesn't work. But when you're doing it like this, and you're constantly in the advantage, and you know that you have the element of surprise, and you have good weapons, and yes, the MP9 is the best secondary weapon for this. Don't use the FMG, even though it's supposed to be really good. Don't use the G18 like you ever would, and don't use the Scorpion, even though it sucks. The MP9 is the low recoil, high fire rate, I don't know why they did it. It's practically an assault rifle. It's got recoil that goes straight up only. It's got a high fire rate, 32 bullets, 3 reloads. So if you fire full clip, excuse me, if you're not using scavenger and you fire 1 full clip, you still have 3 more. Because for some reason machine pistols get more ammo than every other gun in the game. I don't really know why they did that, but it's the only one with long range capabilities, so I ran out of my SCAR, and I don't want to move, because, well, what's the point of moving? So, I just keep this out, and, yeah, there's no point in ruining it. This takes me all the way to my MOAB, and it also takes me to my flawless victory. So, I mean, this is essentially the best I can offer you. I mean, you could start with overkill if you need. Use 1 silenced weapon and 1 maybe dual attachments weapon, but the silencer is a must-have if you're going to do a tactic like this. And excuse me. But the main thing is that, and it's another reason why the specialist bonus is so good, is marksman and dead silence. The other important thing about getting MOAB is you need a headset. You 100% need a headset. And if you want, motion sensor, which also helps, but a headset is more reliable, because less people run dead silence in this game. It's just not that common, and you can hear people from a mile away. You can hear people when they spawn in. Both of the spawns on my left and my right can be heard as soon as they take their first step. So that is why I recommend a headset, and it doesn't have to be like a Call of Duty, Turtle Beach, Triton $400 headset. You can just get a studio headset, MOAB, a studio headset with that costs maybe $10 to $20, and it'll do just fine as long as it has a long wire. But there it is. That's my MOAB. Freaked out. At this point, my shirt had come off. Yeah, it was that big of a deal. But I was so happy, and it's use this tactic. Getting a MOAB is better than anything else in this game. I cannot stress that enough. If you have not gotten a MOAB, you have not played this game to its potential. It is the most satisfying and rewarding thing I've ever done in a video game. Please, 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 please try this tactic. You will thank me. You will thank, I don't know, your mother for buying you the game. It's so fun. And that's about all I have to say. If you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe. Hopefully you can take some of these tips into mind. Remember, as long as your secondary is the MP9, your primary is whatever you choose. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in my next commentary. Thank you for watching. This has been Omega Liar, and my first MOAB, flawless victory, free-for-all, death win, blow-up, explosion, guy got owned, spawn killing, death, win, death.